There's been talk about are the Hunter Biden indictment, is that about to happen? Is it going to be pretty much a slap on the wrist with some tax crimes and some gun application crimes that are, again, at this point, not too serious? So Comer has stepped in and said, DOJ, before you do make a move, well, let's take a listen to what Comer had to say. I mean, this is pretty bold from a member of Congress to tell the DOJ, better hold until you listen to what we've got prepared this week on Wednesday.
My message to the Department of Justice is very loud and clear. Do not indict Hunter Biden before Wednesday, when you have the opportunity to see the evidence that the House Oversight Committee will produce.
What Comer needs to do is take this information and get it into the hands of DOJ and the FBI and others. Go have a private meeting, present this information. We can't be playing this out so publicly. I think the press conference is appropriate for the public to understand what's happening. That is certainly a part of the transparency strategy that we need to be having. But the intelligence agencies, the law enforcement agencies are going to have a lot of questions. They need to be able to have some private time to ask those questions.
The only thing that's leaked out has actually been somewhat positive for Hunter, which is that the actual charges they're looking at least that's what they're leaking out, are pretty low level. One on a specific amount of taxes that were not paid on a specific amount of income. It looks like that was the Burisma money. But to the IRS, that would just be the money. The whole Burisma issue is another issue that would have to be investigated, whether that was influence peddling and all of that. That's not what he's being supposedly accused of there. It's just the taxes on that. I don't think I've ever seen this done before, even with all of the Trump stuff, where even Adam Schiff would always claim to have things he didn't have. I never heard him say, before you move on anything, you better wait for my press conference. So you are doubling down on, you better have something very deliverable to both the American people. When I say that, I mean digestible, so that we can tell you, like on this broadcast, it didn't take 3 hours to get through, but also something that's serious enough that the Department of Justice and FBI would have to rethink, or maybe the special counsel.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to have a press conference. It's going to be a bunch of transfers, none of which are going to be to Joe Biden. It's going to be some LLCs. Maybe it's from foreign nationals, but not foreign governments. Is it a Federal Foreign Agent Registration Act case? Those are hard to bring. But it's like a setup here. The Republicans doing this to themselves.
Well, let's hope not. I certainly don't understand it. It's not something that I would do. But I hope that Kevin McCarthy is involved here, is bringing some leadership to say, look, we're going to give this information to the FBI and to DOJ. We can take it public to make sure that the public knows that we are pushing these issues. But this is a set of information that needs to be given privately.
All of us get concerned about that. When I saw the headline, I said, this is huge. We have to talk about it because I've never seen this done before. Even Adam Schiff, he might have held press conferences, but I don't think he ever held a press conference that said, wait to hear what I have to say before an indictment is issued.